Welcome back to the story of Avantika, the missing actress. It's been 10 days since Avantika has been missing. Hi and a very warm welcome. You are listening to Crime Tales. I am Subbu, the missing actress part 2. Sanjana, Avantika's best friend, also an actress, has been caught with 23 lakhs cash money belonging to Avantika. She has spent 2 lakhs from the amount that Avantika has given her. Sanjana is the complainant in the Avantika missing case. Has she herself done something to Avantika? Because Avantika's phone locations show her coming back to Mumbai on the 20th of August 2024. Another suspect is Avantika's ex-boyfriend, Raj Daiya. His phone locations for the 16th of August 2024 matches with that of Avantika's presence at Connaught Place at 9:30 p.m. Is he hiding something? At the same time, a police team from Mumbai has reached Indore to question Avantika's parents. Avantika's phone locations show that she had travelled to Indore on the 17th of August and was there until the 19th. How is it that she was there for 2 days in Indore and not met her family? Avantika came back to Mumbai on the 20th August, Sanjana. What happened to her after that? Questions Inspector Vijay. Sanjana, though shaken up by the accusation of using Avantika's money, tells the cop that Avantika couldn't have come to Mumbai at all. If she was here, then why didn't she contact me or anyone else? Why didn't she reach home? Do you have any proof, CCTV footage from the airport or railway station showing that Avantika had come back to Mumbai? Asked Sanjana. There is a strange confidence that has crept into her. If she knows that Avantika hadn't returned to Mumbai, that she is confidently stating, she definitely knows where else Avantika could have gone. Inspector Vijay's mind is quick to calculate Sanjana's defense. Okay, so you are sure that she hasn't come to Mumbai. Then I think you would also be knowing where exactly she is right now. 10 days she hasn't been seen in Mumbai, so where is she now? Asked Inspector Vijay. That's your job to find out, sir. I'm worried for my friend. I'm just telling you the truth. Yes, I used her money, but that's something Avantika would have never minded. She herself had asked me to use whatever I needed. I just repaid a loan. It would have still remained a loan that I owe to Avantika. And I don't know where Avantika got that money from. It could be some project or even the Delhi project advance, the event that she was being called for. Argues Sanjana. Yes, I was in Delhi because I belong to Delhi. I was there to meet my parents. That night I was with my friends at Connaught Place. You can ask my friends. Replies Raj Daiya to Inspector Vijay's questions. I didn't meet Avantika. In fact, I haven't met her in the last 1 year. You can check my phone records. I haven't had one single exchange of either calls or messages with her. We had broken up and we went our ways. Why did you break up with her? Asked Vijay. So that's a personal matter. Everything is public when it's about someone who goes missing, Raj. Your ex-girlfriend is missing. Raj doesn't want to talk about his breakup with Avantika, but Inspector Vijay is pushy. She had started doing these roles. She was also getting money. I was still struggling. She started feeling that I was living off her. With money coming in, she forgot all feelings, emotions that we had between us. She didn't want to be with me anymore. So we broke off. Replies Raj. You were angry with her. Vijay prods him to speak further. Yes, I was angry with her. I was with her for a year and a half. The time that she was struggling, feeling dejected, feeling lost, I was there with her. And now, when she had found something, she didn't want anything of me. Yes, I was angry. But I too have an ego. She wanted no further relationship with me, so I just left. We had some words exchanged, but that's it. Raj feels sad as he speaks about Avantika. But I am not surprised that... Go on. Vijay pushes him to speak. I am not surprised, sir. She would have got into something not so right. She already was... What I mean is, with agreeing to do such scenes, sex scenes, she had lost all sense of what is right or wrong. She was desperate to get a big break, while she continued doing these sleazy shows. I also don't know for sure, but I also heard that she had now lost the ability to judge what's real and what's acting. What do you mean by that? Inspector Vijay is curious. Bringing himself up to speak further, Raj elaborates. I heard from many sources that Avantika was willing to sleep with. I mean, she was willing to do anything to get a big break. Vijay reclines back in his chair. Do you have any proof of that? He asks. No, I don't have any proof. Such things don't leave behind any footprints unless... Unless what? Asks Inspector Vijay. Unless she was carrying something. Something of the kind she could blackmail someone with. You know, a video or something. Was she blackmailing anyone? I don't know, sir. I'm just throwing up a possibility. You found the cash with Sanjana. Where did Avantika get so much cash from? Cash means no trace of the actual reason for the transaction. The new angle thrown up by Raj, Avantika's ex-boyfriend, sets Inspector Vijay thinking. Could this be the root of that cash money? Blackmailing someone? Sanjana denies that Avantika would do any such thing. Raj is just throwing up this angle because she broke up with him. Forget about blackmailing. He's maligning Avantika. Avantika did such roles, was struggling to find a big break, but she wouldn't sleep with anyone to get that break. I know Avantika, cries out Sanjana. The 25 lakhs cash that Avantika had bothers Inspector Vijay. There is no clue to where she got it from. Dilip Avasthi, the events manager and casting agent, who had got the Delhi lead for an event for Avantika, is also questioned about the cash. He feigns innocence. I really have no idea about this cash, sir. I didn't give anything to Avantika. I don't have so much cash. He pleads. Naina Gupta, the owner of Prestige Events in Delhi, who had last met Avantika for the event contract, too is questioned. She laughs it off. What I was offering Avantika for the 2-day event was just 5 lakhs. Of course, the stay and food, everything was separate. But I don't offer any cash to my models. My client don't ever pay me in cash. And we were only discussing the contract. There was never any question of advance and you are talking of 25 lakhs. Then where did the cash come from? A lot of casting agents with whom Avantika was in touch with are spoken to. But none of them have any idea as to what project or where could have Avantika got this money from. Under anonymity, many of them do acknowledge that the casting couch scenario does exist, but they don't have any first-hand knowledge of it. No one wants to get into any kind of sticky situation. A lot of struggling actresses do throw up their frustration, stating that yes, they are proposed a lot of times for sex in exchange of favors. It could have happened with Avantika too. But then, it's always the bait for a plum role in a project. None of them claim to having been paid for it. Meanwhile, in Indore, the police team that is questioning Avantika's parents have met with no success. Avantika's parents stick to their stand that Avantika never came to meet them. She wouldn't have come to them, they say. Though now Avantika's mother is a little worried. It's been 2 weeks and there is no news of Avantika. From a situation of having broken off all communications with Avantika, the family has now started to feel concern about her. Avantika's brother gives out a crucial lead to the police team. If she at all came to Indore, then there is every possibility that she would have met Dev, says Avantika's brother. Who's Dev? A friend of Avantika since her college days. Dev is the son of a small-time businessman in Indore, who's now looking after his father's business. As per Avantika's brother, Dev and Avantika were very close to each other. In fact, it was Dev who helped Avantika go to Mumbai to pursue her dreams. It's not difficult to reach Dev. He's very much there in Indore. The police team find Dev equally sad and concerned for Avantika. But he claims that she didn't come to him, if at all she had come to Indore. The Mumbai team also finds Dev in Avantika's call records. He has been in touch with her regularly. Did she tell you anything about this Delhi trip? Asked Inspector Vijay. No. She never told me anything about her travels or work. We just used to have normal, casual conversations. She would ask about her family, since they had broken ties with her, and I would tell her whatever I knew. I kept meeting her brother on and off, since his college is very close to where my office is. Replies Dev. From the way Dev speaks, Inspector Vijay can sense that Dev and Avantika were not just close. They were in a relationship, and he broaches the subject. Dev is quiet for some time, then speaks up. Yes, I liked Avantika, and she also liked me. And yes, I had proposed marriage to her. She didn't exactly say yes. Dev replies. As Dev talks about the past with Avantika, he also starts talking about how she got into this dream of wanting to become an actress. A different side of Avantika comes up in front of the cops. She was very good at her studies. She finished BCom, wanted to go for masters, and then management. Economics was her favorite subject. Every time the union budget would be announced, she would diligently sit down and analyze what was being allotted where, how was the money being spent. She was very good with the taxation part also. Her father was very proud of Avantika's brilliance and intelligence. This acting thing. She's good looking. She used to get some small modeling assignments for local companies, local products. That would be initially just a side income that would help her, support her family, herself. But it also started giving her this idea that she can try her luck at acting. She started participating in a local theatre group. And then suddenly she announced that she wants to be an actress, go to Mumbai. Her family was dead against it. They were very upset that everything going so well for her and she suddenly has got brainwashed into a completely different thought process. But Avantika was steadfast in her pursuit. Yes, at that time I helped her when her family didn't approve of her decision to go to Mumbai. I stood by her. Did she break up with you after she left for Mumbai? Asked Inspector Vijay. Inspector Vijay has started sensing that probably somewhere here could be an angle that could be behind Avantika's disappearance. It's been 2 weeks since she has not been seen. Inspector Vijay and his team has started sensing that all is not well with Avantika. She could probably have been killed. Dev feels sad when asked about a breakup with Avantika. No, we didn't break up. We drifted apart. Not that I felt any bit wrong or sad with Avantika's journey in Mumbai. I knew what kind of roles she was doing. But I think Avantika met someone there. She didn't really see me anymore as someone she could see a future with. I'm not as ambitious as she is. So there were no words exchanged, but I knew that I really wasn't someone who had space in her life. The calls and messages became lesser and lesser. But yes, she was a friend and we remained friends. The investigations at Mumbai and Indore have not yielded any breakthrough for Inspector Vijay and his team. There is now a huge uproar in the press about the Avantika missing case. Almost 3 weeks now, she has not been traced and questions are asked about the investigation. There are speculations being made as to whether Avantika has been killed. The cash money found is also in the news. More and more theories are being discussed in the panel discussions on the news channels. A lot of muck and dirt about the glamour industry is being talked about. Discussions also have a throwback to the Me Too campaign of 2018. The focus of the investigation shifts back to Delhi. 16th of August, Avantika had travelled to Delhi. So where exactly did she stay that night in Delhi is the main question. Her last known location in Delhi was Connaught Place, as told by the driver Mukesh Prajapati, as well as detected by Avantika's phone locations. But scanning the hotels, lodges at Connaught Place and even at other places in Delhi throw up absolutely zero results as to Avantika checking in anywhere. The next thrust is towards bank and credit card transactions of Avantika. Strangely, the cops find Avantika has made no transactions since 16th August. The last payment was for the Uber she had hired from her residence to the Mumbai airport. How could she have travelled to Indore and then back to Mumbai without making a transaction? Did someone book her tickets? Dev, her ex-boyfriend, is suspected to be the one who could have arranged for her travel. His details are also thoroughly scanned. While that yields nothing, the cops also strangely find that there is no evidence of Avantika having travelled to Indore or back to Mumbai. No physical evidence. CCTV footages from Delhi airport, all Delhi railway stations, Indore airport, Indore railway station and same for Mumbai are scanned. There is no presence of Avantika anywhere in the CCTV footage. It's now a month since Avantika has gone missing. The cops start feeling that the travels of Avantika from Delhi to Indore and then back to Mumbai as detected from her phone locations, could all be a cover-up. It could be that only the phone that has travelled and not Avantika. Drishyam, a popular film whose plot had revolved around the same. The phone does all the travelling, creating a digital footprint. Could it be the case here? What could have happened to Avantika in Delhi? Someone is not speaking the whole truth. Naina Gupta, the owner of Prestige Events, is very angry with the Mumbai cops for subjecting her to constant questioning and the same questions being asked again and again. Avantika came here, met me, we discussed her contract and then she left. It was kind of me to have offered her the vehicle and the driver to take her wherever she wanted to go. How many times do I have to repeat the same thing to you? She shouts angrily at Inspector Vijay. Inspector Vijay and his team take the driver Mukesh Prajapati for a physical verification of where exactly did Avantika get down at the Grand Colony in Gurgaon first and then at Connaught Place. Mukesh is feeling scared. He does show the place at Grand Colony in Gurgaon where Avantika had got off and spent some 2 hours there. Who did she meet here? Which bungalow did she visit? Mukesh has no answers for that. He just points out to the entrance where he states that Avantika had got off and then again came back, after which he drove her to Connaught Place. There is no CCTV at the Grand Colony. It's an elite colony, yet no CCTV. The owners of the bungalows at Grand Colony Gurgaon are high-profile people, some from the political arena, some from big business families in Delhi. Inspector Vijay finds that Mukesh Prajapati, the driver, is a little scared when he is questioned and taken around the places. Vijay can sense that there is something he is hiding. Though being under pressure, Mukesh sticks to his repeated statements of where all he took Avantika and where he finally dropped her. A Delhi cop coordinating with Vijay and his team from Mumbai tells Vijay that the Grand Colony, until a few years back, was known for its rave parties. The rich kids of the rich people who own the bungalows use these places for organizing rave parties. But there was no rave party on the night Avantika was there. Now these rave parties involved a lot of high-end drugs that were brought in. A couple of times the Delhi police, aware of these activities, had planned raids. Most of the times there would be leak of the information and the groups would disband even before the raiding team reached there. A couple of times the police was successful in nabbing the people at these rave parties. But then, the case wouldn't move further since it was all big shot people who were involved. The mention of drugs sets Vijay and his team wondering, was it anything to do with drugs that Avantika was involved with? The cash that was with her, was it any advance payment for supply of drugs? But how could she be carrying any drugs with her and go undetected? The Delhi cop informs Vijay that some of these rave parties, though they never caught her, was connected to Naina Gupta, the events company owner. They know that she had organized these parties for many clients, but they never really could get any direct proof linking her. They had questioned her several times, but lack of evidence didn't really make the things go very far. Naina Gupta again comes under the investigation scanner, though Vijay and his team are unable to get more out of her than what they already have. The CCTV footage at her events management office does show that Avantika had come to meet her. A crucial information comes in that changes the entire direction of the investigation. The Mercedes car driven by Mukesh Prajapati, in which Avantika was picked up from the Delhi airport, travelled to Gurgaon and then to Connaught Place. This car, the cops find that it isn't owned by Naina Gupta nor her company. The car belongs to Vikram Jaiswal, popularly known as Vicky. Vicky Jaiswal, 27 years old, is the son of Mahendra Jaiswal. Vicky Jaiswal, 27 years old, is the son of Mahendra Jaiswal, the owner of Jaiswal Group of Industries. Just a week back, Vicky Jaiswal was promoted as the managing director of the Jaiswal Group of Industries, a conglomerate that is into construction, power distribution and finance. Mahendra Jaiswal has been nominated to the Rajya Sabha by a well-known political party. Beginning his political journey, Mahendra Jaiswal has put his son Vikram Jaiswal into the saddle of his other businesses. Why was Vicky Jaiswal's car being used by Naina Gupta? She has a ready answer. Vicky is my friend, also an investor in my events management company. It's not the first time that I requested the use of his car. I've done it several times before. I'm sure it's no crime to use the car of your friend and partner. Vijay and his team want to talk to Vicky Jaiswal. But it's the chief security officer of Jaiswal Group of Companies, Jasbir Singh, who meets them. Jasbir wants to know from Vijay what exactly does he want to ask his boss Vicky. I want to speak to him. I want to know if he knows Avantika. Vijay tells Jasbir, I'm really sorry. My boss Vicky sir is very busy. As far as the car is concerned, yes, I can tell you that Nainaji did use Vicky's car on the date that you're talking about. Now, Vicky sir doesn't really get into how his car is being used by his business partner. You really think he would get into such unwanted details when he lends his car to a friend? I don't think there is any crime in lending car to a friend. Jasbir stonewalls Vijay. I just want to know, does he know Avantika? Because what we have found is that Mahendra Jaiswal, Vicky's father, owns a bungalow at the Grand Colony in Gurgaon. That's where Avantika went at 6:30 p.m. on the 16th of August, and she was there until 8:30 p.m. that night. Vijay asks pointedly, all I can tell you is that Vicky sir doesn't really meet anyone at this bungalow of his father's at Grand Colony. It's more of a place Vicky sir goes to when he wants to spend time alone. He wouldn't call anyone there. And by the way, Mahendra sir is an MP now, Rajya Sabha MP, in case you aren't aware. Jasbir shoots back at Vijay. Vijay smiles. I had heard about this Delhi thing. You know who my father is, you know who my uncle is, kind of lines thrown about by powerful people. Now I'm getting a first-hand experience at that. Since you have had that experience, there is nothing more you can get from here, retorts Jasbir. Vijay and his team come back empty-handed without being able to question Vicky Jaiswal. But they are now sure that Avantika's disappearance has something to do with the Jaiswals. Their bungalow at Grand Colony, where Avantika had gone, Vicky Jaiswal's car that was used to pick up Avantika and transport her. But they need some little breakthrough in getting to Vicky Jaiswal and knowing about what really happened to Avantika. More and more, Inspector Vijay starts to get the feeling that Avantika had got mired into something big and has probably been killed. But why? What had she got into? Where did the 25 lakhs cash come to her? Why is it that she told no one about the source of the money? Vijay and his team are trying to conjure up a scenario, a motive to Avantika's disappearance. The Delhi cop with whom the team is coordinating very subtly warns them that it would be difficult to touch the Jaiswal family until and unless there is something solid they have as an evidence towards their involvement. He also briefs the team about Jasbir Singh, the security chief at Jaiswal's company. Jasbir Singh is an ex-Delhi cop. He retired 7 years back and took up this position with the Jaiswals. Jasbir was known in the cop circles as a corrupt cop who had his ties with many political leaders. He was at the beck and call of the high society elite people whenever they needed any cover-up in a case. There were and still are several cases against Jasbir of wrongdoings. None of them could be proved in the court. He's a smart cookie. He's adept at cover-ups. If the Jaiswals were involved in any way in Avantika's disappearance, Jasbir would definitely be having a hand in masterminding the cover-up. The entire trail of Avantika's travel through her phone locations, from Grand Colony Gurgaon to Connaught Place, then to Indore and back to Mumbai, could all be the handiwork of Jasbir to erase any trace of Avantika having never stepped out of Delhi. To get into the Jaiswal's bungalow at Grand Colony and do a scan of the place, Vijay and his team require something more solid. It would be difficult to crack Naina Gupta, the events management company owner. She's a long-time associate of Vicky Jaiswal. The only person they can attempt to break is the driver Mukesh Prajapati, and also the casting agent Dilip Awasthi, who had got Avantika the lead to Naina Gupta's event management company. Vijay and his team decide to take both of them, Mukesh Prajapati and Dilip Awasthi, into custody for further interrogation. They are confident that they can break both of them and get some lead into what exactly happened to Avantika. But before they can execute their move, the unthinkable happens. Mukesh Prajapati has switched off his phone and is untraceable. Same as the case with Dilip Awasthi. Inspector Vijay feels his team has hit the right nail in finding a trail to Vicky Jaiswal. But then, someone is moving a step ahead of them. There is one thing Inspector Vijay is sure about now, that Avantika never left Delhi. There is something that has happened to her in Delhi, probably killed in Delhi. But how and why? Where is her body? Where is Mukesh Pajapati, the driver who picked up Avantika and supposedly travelled with her? And where is Dilip Awasthi, the casting agent from Mumbai? We will continue the investigation into Avantika's disappearance along with Inspector Vijay and his team next week. Until then, goodbye to all of you.